faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told you that you better they did not want me to go places.
Wow.
Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to go places. I get the chip.
Wow.
Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the stop it, quiet, if it's new, I done got it, see my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot, look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young, hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day, you cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight, baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait, and when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay, stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me, walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want parts of your wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse built to reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet, if it's new, I done got it, see my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot, look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young, hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day, you cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 5.
Mahomes going to throw. Caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's got some space here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7. Dolphins nothing. Harrison.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
He can't, man. He's not going to get me. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 miles. Watch the run.
They go counter with Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Tua going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
46 to
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. First down, Miami.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
And the Dolphin first down.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. Did you trade 6s for 3s? Things are going to work out in your favor.
It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. The leading rusher for last year's national champs, LSU, it's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Don't get nervous. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Slam.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
55, Mark, 55. Stay with your man.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for the Dolphins. 49 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he stopped immediately there. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
Dolphins.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now it's Breida. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try to run with Breida, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, third and goal. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be.
That's caught inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they try the right side here. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Andrew Van Ginkel. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field to the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Right there. 54, right there.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
You lucky son of a bitch.
Here's Breida. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Flush to his right.
Come on, boy. I predicted that one.
Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
12 yards there and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They run the counter now on first down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Mahomes now to throw. Forced out to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Oh, you supposed to grab the bumper clap ball.
Starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Yeah.
35-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Tua sets up to
there we go, get there.
And the Chiefs are gonna get
That's that 90 speed for you.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by one Thornhill.
Fat. Fat.
Finally running down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The play leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the end zone, but
I tried it.
and
Fucking
incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Chiefs 20, Dolphins 10. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Ah, come on. I knew you're going that direction.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up
with a screen or not. That's what you do.
Going to the air.
Ooh, he crossed me. I'll just throw it to him.
Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards.
Boy,
and not much running room. Down to the 32.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That is
he's not like that. He's not like
he
that.
couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He's not
First
like
quarter,
that.
Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Mahomes firing complete.
Oh, that's some boom.
Down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a gain.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup.
Hey, oh, hey, my boy Dougie and Cat Daniel.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Oh, my bad.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here. And that's
to the tight end.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to pass. Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Woo.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Chiefs 34. Dolphins 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
On the play. And the Dolphin first down.
Now Tua.
Good. Oh my gosh, good defense, boy.
Tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We're gonna play the ball.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's passing it down.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Dolphins.
Gotta do something right down the middle.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So my son is, if he don't get played of the week, Madden's tripping.
He's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On second down, Tua.
Oh, there you throwing it to him.
Is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
We're going to blitz
The
you again.
Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2
how
for
you
6
like
thus far.
pressure.
This is 3rd and 17. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On first down, Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. That he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Mahomes going to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Mahomes going to throw it here, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Dolphins 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Tua going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
First down, Miami.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it and when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
I can't believe you got so lucky with that.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Dolphins 17.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA